Oh yeah, man, love one. Chop it up for sure. What's your name again, family?
Trapboii.
Trapboii, love one. Oh,
Yes,
okay.
sir.
Man, tell me a little bit about yourself.
Yep.
What you do?
Me, I'm kind of part of the HaterWorld, you know.
Okay.
Kind of do the Spanish version
Hell yeah.
of the English.
Okay.
So I'm kind of just doing the kind of news, you know, what's going on
That's
here
cool.
and there. So I keep it up with that. So that's kind of like what I'm doing most of my day.
Oh, okay.
Here,
Yeah, because I seen you on the live chat earlier.
Yeah, I
You
know a lot of people here.
you had
that
good
be chopping it
vibes.
Up, you know, some people give me good advice as well. Some people talk to me negatives. You know, it's all good with me, but still
Yeah.
I'm here. You know, so at least I get support from them as well. You know.
Okay, but you don't let the negative people bother you, though, right?
Oh no. I mean, sometimes little things do, but
It do?
Yeah, but it don't really bother me that much unless it's like something real, like, you know, heavy.
Say something like vulgar.
Yeah, something vulgar where it's like make me feel some type of way, then I would take the time to actually think about it, and now it's gonna get me in a state of mind of
Giving energy to it, huh?
giving energy
And
to
don't give energy like to negativity for nothing in the world.
yeah. I mean, I know I try not to, but I hold myself as much as I can. Probably not
Yeah,
to, you know what I
yeah.
mean? Express
It's
it
only
just
so
like
much.
that, yeah, because you know how it is. You know,
Yeah.
people just it's hard to interact with people that just bring us so much negativity into you, and you never know, somebody might be going through some bad days.
Yes,
You know, and
for real.
stuff can happen in that day too. You know, like
Okay.
so.
How was life for you, like growing up as a kid? How was life?
It was terrible, man.
It was?
Yeah, I mean, most of my time I grew up being locked up. You know.
Okay.
Locked up since an early age, juvenile hall. I fell into addiction at a very young age as well.
Okay.
You know, and just chaos, bro. I went to prison for a couple years too.
Okay.
A federal prison, and I mean, now I'm just trying to get myself better, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Just trying to stay away from all that I used to.
That
because
environment.
that past for me is no more, you know? Sometimes you just got to switch things up and move on forward from that, because
You
the
learn.
past never brings you anything good.
Yes, you're right about that.
You know what I
You
mean?
had your
So-
mom and your dad growing up?
Yeah, I had my mom and my dad when I was young,
Mm-hmm.
but after a couple of years, when I was maybe in my teenage years, I
Yes.
lost my father to cancer.
Oh, my condolences. My condolences,
I lost
loved
my
one.
father. He was
WTF. I logged off for 30 seconds, log back, and Trapboii is on.
Yes. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I lost my father when I was at a young age.
Okay.
He wasn't really my biological father,
But he took care of you.
He took care of
That's-
me when I was young.
That's what's up.
So I would consider him as my father because
And you
he-
acknowledge him.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Even to this day, like, you know, I still hold thoughts on you know, I think about him a lot, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Even when I'm not out there because, you know, I can't go to Mexico for certain reasons.
Yes.
Where I live at because, you
Yes,
know how it is.
you
when it
got your
gets too hot,
reasons.
you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But, like, I still consider the days of just going and, you know, at least show my respects to being there with the family and kind of, you know?
Oh, okay. You got brothers and sisters?
I got my sister, it's just me and my sister.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so
okay.
there's two of
You the
us.
oldest?
No, I'm the youngest.
Oh, you the youngest.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So since you came home, how life been for you?
It's been better, I guess.
Yes.
Now that I've actually stayed away from all the bullshit, you know?
Okay.
So I believe I'm actually putting progress to it because I left addiction out of my life already.
That's good.
Which is the drugs, you know?
Yes.
I kind of stepped away from the negative people that I had before that was no good for me in my
Okay.
life at that time. My family's still around, so I kind of, you know, I talk to them mostly every day. They call me up and, you know,
That's
share
good.
their love to me and tell me that I'm doing good, you know, and as long as I'm working through getting my life together and
Okay.
working things out, and there's no reason for them to worry about me of what I'm doing or where I'm at, you know?
You're making better decisions now.
Yeah, it's the choices now that I think of, you know, because back then I had no how do you say it?
Guidance?
Kind of that, yeah. I didn't have too much guidance in my life because I kind of stepped away from home at a young age.
Oh,
I said
okay. You ran away?
I left. I didn't run away. I just
left?
My life was just the streets and
Okay.
bullshit, and you know what I mean? Getting
Yes.
myself caught up in trouble, and it was a mess, man. It was a mess. like now I think about things. Now I actually acknowledge of what's going on, my surroundings, you know, who I'm with, who I kind of like, what is it called?
Associate
It's like
your surroundings.
yeah, surroundings.
Your surroundings.
Like I have a good cycle.
Okay, good circle.
Yeah,
It's
just
good.
my
It's
circles,
good.
My circles that
For sure.
keep myself, you know.
That's good, and that's very, very important.
Yeah.
You know, your surrounding and your circle, and for sure, you know, when, like I said, when I walked in, you was on the live, and you know, it was good. I said, loved one is, you know, he enjoying himself. You know, your spirits is up.
Yeah.
So keep that, man. Keep them spirits up, and keep making the right decisions and going in the right direction with tunnel vision.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah,
because distractions are.
It's what holds you off.
Snatch you.
It holds you off. Yeah.
Yes, it'll grab you. You going this way, and you happen to look once, and
That's it. Yeah.
it got you. It pulled you back.
I mean, it might not just get you fully, but
Yes.
you know what I mean. Anything can just get you off guard.
yes,
You know what I mean? So that's like a big trigger for everything, you know? So you really got to pay attention to going forward and not looking sideways, because the moment you turn around is where you're going to start to realize, like, okay, should I go this way or do I have to keep on going forward?
Yes.
You know? I learned that because when I was at a drug program, it taught me a lot about it, you know? My mentality wasn't really there because, like I said, I still had that thought of just thinking as a kid, you know what I mean? So I was just thinking about reckless all the time. But you know, doing programs, going to certain therapies with certain groups here and there, you know what I mean, it actually helped me to grow up maturely, you know,
Okay.
as a man, you know, because at some point I'm not gonna be stuck in there for a long time, you know.
Yes.
Somehow I gotta switch it up and think, you know, just different, man. Different,
yes, that's right.
different.
How long, if you don't mind me asking, how long it took you to like break your addiction? To where you finally said to yourself, like, you know what, this is it.
The moment I stepped out of prison.
Okay, that was it. Like
Yeah,
you came
2 years
home
ago.
with a plan.
Yeah. 2 years ago was when I actually.
2 years ago.
I broke it off after that.
Okay.
I was like, no more. This is the first. That was my first stop. My
Okay.
First stop was just keeping myself away from drugs. That was it.
That's good.
You know.
That's good. Amazing job, loved one. For real. Amazing job. Keep up the good work. For real. Keep up the good work.
Yeah, I appreciate that, man.
No problem. When life is one day at a time. That's
One
all
day
we
at a
need.
time,
One day at a
exactly,
time.
yeah. That's all it takes. You just the more you kept going forward, the better it's gonna help you out in your future. You know.
And every day is not gonna be good. Every day not gonna be perfect.
No,
but
no.
you know, just long as we keep going, we're gonna be good.
I mean, yeah. I mean, life's about mistakes, so there's
Yes.
nothing wrong from seeing the smallest thing
Yes.
that you have difficulty. That's
Yes.
something that you're gonna learn from.
Mm-hmm.
That will help you out. You know, so I don't see nothing as mistakes happening on a day-to-day basis. We all make mistakes. We're all humans. We're not perfect. We're not
Yes.
God. You know what I mean? So
Yes.
what can we say?
What can we say?
What can we say, man? There's nothing wrong with none of that.
That's right, loved
At the end
one.
of the day, we're men. We're all people. We all get to see what goes on from here. We just gotta keep on pushing forward and keep walking that narrow road. You know,
Straight out.
that narrow road is what's gonna help us.
One foot in front of the other.
Yeah, man.
That's it.
Guidance is what we need in our lives nowadays.
That's right, loved one.
Yeah.
For real. That's right, family. For real. Good job, man. Good job. Happy for you.
Yeah.
Proud of you. You know, changing your life for the better is very important.
Yeah.
Good job at that, for real.
2 years, man. 2 years.
2 years.
I've been out 2 years. I've been clean for 2 years.
Man, I
I've been
applaud
just
you,
chilling,
family,
man.
for real. I applaud you for that.
Sure.
2 years, that's good. Now you can inspire and motivate others because you're living proof. You have a testimony,
Right.
and they will listen to you because you're not just telling them something you heard. You're telling them something you lived.
Yeah.
So be a testimony to others. You know, start spreading your message because you have a message that need to be heard. You know, by people.
Yeah.
And give it to them. Let them hear it. You know, from younger people, even older people can learn from you. You know, they can even learn from you because you went through it. So you can explain it. You know, just like me, what I've been through, I can explain it to people, you know, because I actually walked in them shoes. Yeah. So it comes better hearing it from someone that experienced it than somebody that read it in a book.
Or just talks out of his own.
Yeah, or just talking just to talk.
Just
so
to talk, yeah.
Yeah, so start spreading your message, you know, and help somebody. If you can just inspire one person to kick their addiction, mission accomplished. Because we can't save the world.
Right.
But if we can save one person at a time and it helped change them and how they think, you did an amazing job.
Right.
That's real.
That's even to the kids too. I remember when I was, I went to a home. Mm-hmm. I was there for a whole year. I did a whole year. Well, I'm
like a group home?
Yeah, it was like a group home. I'm not gonna lie. I was only there for 6 months.
You AWOL.
And I AWOL, and I did 5 more on top. Just to, you know, break that off. I needed that. I knew I needed that because eventually if I didn't move on from just getting, from being stuck there, I knew it was not going to help me out. So I had to break that on my own, you know. So I guess that's what really helped me while I was there. You know? Okay. So when I was there, I went to this convention center where there was nothing from like a fair for the kids, where it was say no to drugs type shit. You know? Okay. So I was the one that had to talk for the kids, telling them about the drug addiction, the causes and the effects from that, you know, what could lead you from that as well, you know, just different opinions, different types of stuff that
expressing your feelings. Yeah.
Not only is it just me explaining it by words, but kind of giving a little experience of how I've dealt with it and what I went through, you know. So like how you said, it was my experience. You know, so going to that right there kind of motivated me. It was like, man, I even feel like throwing myself out there and going and showing these kids like, what is this really about, you know, if you guys want to take that step and do that, you know. And man, I got a lot of impression. I had a tremendous of great compliments from I don't know, just different people, but it was a good amount of them, you know, giving me good thought about it, of, you know, what I went through, just stuff like that, you know. And that actually helped me out. It felt good, huh? It felt good going up there and telling these kids. That
got to show you that's a part of your that's a part of your calling. You got to continue to do that.
I mean, I've thought about doing that, like going back again and doing that
schools and group homes.
That too.
Because you've been in there before. You've AWOL. You can explain so much. Like I AWOL. I had a drug. I did XYZ, and they're gonna listen to you because it's coming from somebody that not super older, but you still young. So they will still listen to you and pay attention to what you're saying. So that's a good thing. That's a blessing. You here for a reason. Right. You know, because some people OD on drugs. Yeah, a lot of know, but you here for a reason.
Yeah, that was a good experience for me, going out there and sharing some good thought of drug addiction and stuff like that, you know. That was one thing, you know, and besides the other, I think that's like it actually became one of my biggest, just going out there for the community and sharing not only to the kids, but
people in general.
You know, because nowadays, like, fentanyl's coming in, drugs is killing people like crazy, man.
Bad. A lot of people too, man. And they can just touch it like that and be out of here, family.
That's it, and just off of one slam, one hit, one taste, it's a cold world, bro. Just to see somebody, besides even if you're having a busy day and you're passing by and boom, somebody just drops, you know, and you go out there and, hey, what's up? Well, this guy just OD'd, like, fuck. I feel bad, you know. I feel bad that if I go up to and I see somebody just boom and lights out, like, fuck. That won't actually, I mean, it would hurt me. It would actually give me some good, like, touch of,
to make you think about
like, damn,
your past, you know, like, wow.
Like, that's a good reminder for me of myself to, like, go out there and really, you know what I mean? Like,
Yes.
that type of a way of going
And it's
with myself
Mhm.
for others, you know?
and it's good you learned while you were young.
Yeah.
It didn't take you to where you like 50 and 60 years old to wake up and be like, you know what, I'm cool on that. You're still young, so that's a blessing. You're a blessing to the world. You're a blessing to the community.
Yeah, man, I'm lucky that I still got my mom with me. She's still there, you know.
That's
and
good.
She's been supporting me to the fullest, you know, even if I try to slack off on some bullshit.
Yeah, it happens.
You know how it is.
It
man.
happens.
They take care of you. when
Moms
you-
get on you.
they
Said,
get on
nope,
you.
get to it.
Yeah.
That's
I took
good.
in my ass whooped when I was young,
Hell yeah.
like crazy. I'm talking about some real shit, like, you know, anything that came, it was just a hit, you know what I mean?
Yes.
But I learned from it. It helped me out, you know?
Yes.
If I wouldn't have gotten that as a kid, maybe I wouldn't have gotten nothing out of them.
It's all good. Yep.
You know what I mean? So
So love your mom, man. You only get one, you know.
Yeah, for sure.
Love your mom, man. Always, you know, respect her and, you know, show her that love, embrace her, and let her know how much you appreciate her, you
I
know.
do.
Because that's so
I love my
important.
mom, man.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Every day I tell her that. Every day I tell her too. Like, I tell her, I love you, Mom. You know, even if I'm messing up or whatever, I just know that you're here, and for whatever reason, you know, it just
And you hear everything she
Yeah,
say.
Everything. Even if it's the baddest comment that I have to hear out of nowhere. It's like, fuck. I love
It
you,
wakes
Mom.
you up,
I love
though,
you,
huh?
Mom, you know what I mean? Those
It-
are my words to her. I'll be like, all right, kind of cool. Let's go. You know, it don't matter. You know, it's just it's helpful for me. You know.
For sure.
Yeah.
That's what it is, man. I enjoyed this conversation with you, loved one.
Yeah.
For real.
Appreciate that, man.
For real.
Yeah.
Mandatory.
Thank you. Yeah.
Mandatory.
Yeah, for sure. Part of the TheHaterWorld Espanol. I don't know. Have you ever heard of that?
No, that's your show?
No. I have a page where
I'm going to check it out.
yeah, where I go through it.
I'm going to check it out. Mandatory.
It's
That's
all
mandatory.
in Spanish, just, you know. So check it out, man.
Keep being amazing.
Yeah, for sure.
That's what you do. Keep being amazing. For real. Keep being amazing.